Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daisha. I am the owner of PGL Planners and this is my YouTube channel where we do everything faith and planning, and welcome to today's video. I am so excited because today's video is going to be all about the 2024 PGL planners that are dropping in the shop today. Whew, this project of mine here was one of those things, y'all. We'll talk about it. Let me pull one up. I'm going to show the planners on both devices, but we're going to do the initial walkthroughs on the Samsung tablet. Both devices, these planners perform beautifully on. It was very important to me that whatever I made would work seamlessly on both devices and that I could offer solid recommendations for those of you who want to use this planner. What apps will make this planner perform the absolute best and give you a good time? And so Penly for me with this planner is going to give you the absolute best experience. I love Samsung Notes. I love the syncing, but the reality of it is these updates recently have made Samsung Notes feel very odd and strange. I have not been in Penly to plan in a very long time, as you guys can kind of tell. So it's been a minute, but I am going to show you all the planners inside of Penly because I would recommend that you use it to have a seamless experience. So briefly, this planner is very, very simple, but I wanted to really think about what my customers would probably want to see from me. And because this was kind of a last minute decision, that I didn't intend on building the planner until November's box was already out. But I asked you all what you wanted to see, and everyone wanted the 2024 planner instead of a 1-month planner inside of the box. So the box is going to be all the accessories that'll go with your planner. The planner itself will be sold separately. And I had to think about what are my best-selling items. What are the things out of the 2 years that I've been in business that have just done exceptionally well? And the PGL planner system from 2022 and the Faith notebooks are like my top sellers. And I personally really did enjoy the 2022 planner system. And I also really enjoy using my Faith notebook. I still use it. And so with this being a faith planner, the Lord just basically told me, put those items together and create a PGL planner that would really do basically what both of those are trying to do, but together. And so I created 2 of them also because a lot of my ladies either really like something that's kind of already done, kind of already decorated, and then some of my ladies are extremely creative and want something neutral. So I created a neutral version and a semi-decorated, and we're going to look at both. The links in the 2 different planners do function just slightly differently, and the semi-decorated one has a few more pages than the neutral one. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and hop right into her. So this is the neutral one, and it's very plain. I did go for more of a cottage core look this time. And if you did receive one of my t-shirts from the Patreon, which if you haven't received yours yet, check for the email, which should have your shipping. I have taken the t-shirt off of Patreon for right now because I'm going to look for another way to do merch where I have a little bit more eyes on, because it just feels like I'm blind. But anyways, so the t-shirt actually matches this cover very nicely with the bow, of course that leather texture that I absolutely adore, and Planning a Godly Life on the front cover. The pin is going to take you to the Patreon. So if you're new and you don't know how to get there, you can literally click that and it'll take you to my Patreon, and you can join as a free member just to keep up with updates, polls, and things like that. Or you can join on as a paid member. And if you're going to buy this planner, I do recommend that you get the box, which is the $25 tier, because it's going to have all of the things that are going to go with your planner, which I am going to be showing you guys an unboxing in the follow-up video to this, so you can see all of the accessories that go with your planner. So when you click on the cover, it's going to open up directly into the first page, and it says 2024, a very simple neutral bow. You have the pocket here, and yes, dashboard kits are making a comeback as well as custom setups. I took a break off of those, but I am coming back with those with the new reformat. And so over here, you have all of your months. At the bottom, you have quick access to some tabs down here that might be useful to you on a regular. And then you have the top bars that will always close your planner no matter where you are. So if you click the bow, it'll take you to my little thank you note here. This planner is titled, which I'm surprised I haven't said it yet in this video. This planner is titled the Proverbs 31 Planner. And I'm really excited about that because that is exactly what I feel like this planner represents. It is very much a woman of God who is keeping Lord at the top of her plans, as I always say, placing God at the head of your plans, as well as just being aware of all of the moving parts of your life, etc. And then also letting you know the things that will be included inside of the Patreon box so that you can be aware of what you might want to join so that you can keep your planner looking absolutely fabulous, as well as getting more daily views, weekly views, etc. And then over here are PGL quick links, which are my Linktree, Patreon, YouTube, Amazon storefront, and Etsy, so that you can always quickly get to those locations if you need to. To get to the index, you will click on this little house down here, and it'll take you directly to the index. And so we're going to just travel through the planner and take a look at everything, and then I'm going to show you all the decorated planner and how the links will vary. So over here you have your planner index, and over here you have your faith index. And so we have weekly views, 2 daily views, yearly goals, progress tracker, quarterly planning. You have your 2023 year over here so that you can still use it when you purchase it for November, December, and there is an undated in case you want to go further into using the planner. We're going to start with the bottom tabs though. I just wanted to show you how to get to the actual index. So you have your year at a glance with this little calendar here, and it's got a really cute calendar situation set up here, very neutral. It has a key over here. And if you click on this little calendar here, it'll take you to an empty view, but also you have these 12 months over here if you want to put like a just maybe a statement or vacation month or whatever you want to put for the 12 months over here. When you click on the little calendar here, it's going to take you to an empty box. So what I would recommend is if you do color coding and you want to see further what those details may represent, then you can click on here and have that same color with the name next to it, maybe the date as well, just so that you can better understand your year at a glance calendar. Because let's be honest, if you just go in here and color dot these, you may easily forget what you were even putting that dot for. Even if it says anniversary, you'll be like, okay, anniversary of what? You know what I'm saying? So just being able to click over here to have those things makes it a lot easier. You also have a reminders tab. So if there are certain reminders that are happening, like if you schedule a doctor's appointment further out in the year and you want to keep up with that, you can put the date as well as the appointment next to it, and you're good to go. You'll be able to see at a full glance what your year is looking like. That way you don't overlap your plans. The next tab is the perpetual calendar. It's the 3 lines that are down here, and it's 12 months of perpetual view. So you can line this up, especially if you're doing classes or whatever it is that you want to see in a more list type view or ahead of the game planning. That works very well too, because as you'll see in the month views, you can copy from your perpetual calendar each month any future plans into your monthly dashboard. If you click the arrow, it will take you to that next 6 months, and then you can always click the back arrow to get back to that first 6 months. This picture here is going to take you to your 2024 memories. This is where you can put any pictures, standout moments for you for the month. So, I mean, for the years, not the years, the months is correct. So you can just put like a picture. You could even do a picture a month. You can do 6 pictures over here and 6 pictures over here. That way you have a full year when you're done, which will be very cute. Also has month favorites. This is absolutely adorable. So you can use it for the first 6 months and the last 6 months. Or you can do these monthly and put it in your extras tab on your monthly dashboard, but just basically putting maybe 6 favorites that you had that month, no matter what it is, and then basically, putting your top 3 basically down there. I'm trying not to cough. Okay, anyways, so next to the heart is a pencil. Sorry about that. And it's your notebook. So you have, I don't know what's going on there. Anyways, you have your notebook here, and you have 4 basic paper templates. You guys know you can use these in your planner however you want. But we have dot grid, we have lined, we have square grid, or however you want to call it, graphing paper, and then we have blank, which is really handy for inserts and things like that. So you have your notebook, easy to get to. It's really just paper templates, because the monthly dashboards has an extra section where you can put any kind of notes or things like that in there. Then we have the birthdays tab where you can keep up with everyone's birthdays. This is going to be useful for me because we have the Discord and we have a birthday situation going on. So I would like to be able to write everyone's birthdays in the respective months. But you can also go in, put family birthdays and things like that so that you don't forget, because it's very easily forgotten. Sometimes. And then this is a very unique tab that I wanted to bring to the planner this year because I personally need this, and I thought maybe you guys might like or benefit from having a color inspiration section to your planner. So basically they are pre-made palettes that work well together already there for you. And if you have an app that allows color dropping, which at this point I think all of the apps do. I know BitNote 6 just got an update where you can do the color picker. And then, of course, Zoom Notes has it. Penly has had it for a long time. Samsung Notes has had it for a long time. So you're good to go. You can just pick whichever colors you like. There are so many different kinds. You've got some winters, some fall, some spring, some summer. So it's just really quick and easy. If you're like, say you're in your year at a glance and you want to go ahead and do your color coding for your key, you can just click over into that bottom and get your color, and then click back over here and dot it. Super easy. So for example, just got to show you because it's just so stinking cool. You'll go, well, I guess I got to go there first. Let's go there first. So you'll go grab your highlighter, grab the color dropper. Excuse me if this looks a little awkward. I have not used Penly in a very long time. So now we're going to turn that off, go over here, zoom in, go back into the highlighter. Hello, Zoom. Okay, Penly, turn up. And boom, do your color. Super, super easy. And you can just go back over into the thing. I forgot you can't use your finger. I mean, you can, I think, if you turn it off. It's been a long time, you guys. Please forgive me. But anyway, so you see what I'm saying. Like, the color dropper tab is very convenient. And then, of course, like I said, you click on the home, it'll take you into the house. So now we're going to go ahead and look at our yearly goals, progress tracker, and quarterly planning. So your yearly goals will look like this. It's basically a worksheet for you to fill out. So you can do your top 3 goals for the year, your to-do list, and your action plan to actually complete those goals, and the rewards that you have for yourself. You also have a yearly a year walkthrough of how you're actually going to look doing these goals. It's great to have a visual map for everything that you are doing. I have one inside of my A5 that really helped me execute this planner at a very quick pace, so I do recommend having something like this. And then your progress tracker, this is a view from the 2022 PGL planning system, and I missed it so much, and so I had to bring it back, which is basically, okay, my right hand is the only thing that can zoom on here, which is basically where you'll write the project, and then you will use a highlighter to go ahead and fill in said project. That's way too tiny. Let's make it bigger. Is that what that's for? Oh, okay, Penly. What the world? Turn up. Okay. Look, I have not used this app, so excuse me. Anyways, so you got your progress tracker. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I love having one of those. Get Penly over here trying to show out. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at our weekly views. No. Let's look at our month tab, and then we'll look at weekly, daily, and we'll go through the faith index, and then we'll look at the decorated planner. Trying to move swiftly so that this video is not long. So for the neutral planner, it jumps straight into a dashboard. It is very clean cut. You will click the word January to get into your month view. This is a Sunday start planner, so it will take you straight into your month view, but I did the words very small. The reason why I did that is because you can easily cover this up and do your scripts, which I give with every Patreon box. So I wanted it to be small where it wouldn't be in the way. You can easily cover it up and cover it up. Okay, Daisha, that's what I meant to say. We'll talk about, the box has so many goodies that go with this month view. But anyways, remember to click the tab to get back. A lot of people look for a button in here to get back to the dashboard. Hello, tab. Let's click it. Get back to the dashboard. Very easy. So this is what I was saying about the perpetual calendar view down here. So if you have your month already kind of pre-planned or things that you've written in throughout the previous month, you can just circle it, go over to January and paste it here, and you will have all of your perpetual view here, and it'll allow you to plan it out really pretty here, which is very, very useful. And I always love that about the PGL planning system. So I do recommend that you do that. You can also screenshot this and take it with you by pinning it, which is one thing that I just love about Samsung tablets, and wish the iPad had it as well, because say you need to really reference what you put here to go ahead and plan out your month. You just hit done, and then you hit pin, swipe, and then drag it down. And you have that pinned insert with everything that you needed to plan out your full month. You can just slide it over here if you want to plan out your full month. And then when you're done, you can just delete it, which is, I mean, hello. Okay. Anyways, so now we're going to go ahead and look at the Faith Planner tab. When you click on it, it is the Faith Planner from the Faith Notebook basically placed over here into your planner. So you don't have to worry about the Faith Notebook anymore. You can use this for the full year, which is very, very, very exciting because I love that product so much. But every month, every season, if I'm changing the look of it, you never really fully get to complete the Faith Notebook. So having it inside the planner to me just makes more sense. But you have your faith goals for the month, blessings for the month, favorite verses for the month. I love the layout of that planner so much and did not need to change anything about it. So that's exactly what I did. And when you click the word January at the top, it will take you directly into your faith month, which is very different for me than my regular month view, because I will plan my fasting, my Bible reading, all of that in here, which I love. You can also highlight the days that you intend to fast. And then you can also put where you are spiritually. And it just gives you some instructions up here at the top on how to handle your month, etc. And so click January to get back to your dashboard. Gotta love tabs. So for your weekly views, it is like this, and it is very reminiscent. If you have been with me for a long time, the 2022, and I think a little bit of the earlier portion of that year, maybe 2021, PGL planning system had these dividers where you will paste your weekly views and your daily views as needed. So if you don't need to plan for the week, you don't have to, which I absolutely love. So if your app allows for linking, you can link the days that you actually planned on your month view. So if you have a date dot and you know you planned for the first Friday of whatever month, then you can link that date dot to that week and you're good to go. But if you did not plan, you don't have to have a daily link. Same thing for your weeks. So that way your planner doesn't feel like you're skipping days or you're not using it to its full extent. You use it when you need it. Same thing for the daily views. And then, like I said, if you have extra things that you want to put in, like some of those faith inserts that we're going to look at momentarily, or any of the notebook paper, then you'll just go to your extras tab and paste them behind that, and you're good to go. So you basically can plan as on a need basis and when you need it, which is the exact same thing, Daisha. So we know. Okay. Anyways, let's go back to the actual index and let's look through the weekly views, daily views, and then we will look through the faith index really quickly. So this is the first weekly view, and it's basically grid paper for my people who really just prefer their own handwriting but want their handwriting to be straight. Because sometimes there are people we don't need to decorate. We just need to go in, write and highlight, and having that grid behind there really helps you keep it tight and keep it right and keep it neat. So I understand. So I did give this view, which is a priorities view, to write all of your priorities for specific things. Maybe you can throw a sticker off to the side and you're good to go. I've also given the same view without the grid paper. You have an hourly view as well as an area over here for panels and things like that, which are in the box. So we will talk about those in the video following up to this. You have a vertical view that is not the classic vertical because you have 4 sections instead of 3 and a panel to the side. You also have the same view with grid paper. You have the classic vertical with dot paper because I know most people who use the classic vertical are really looking to decorate. And then you also have that view without the dot grid. And so now we're going to move directly into the dailies. I'm not going to go back to the index because we can just swipe. So this is the first daily view. This was one of my favorites, and I think a lot of the ladies liked it too, from the 1-month planners that we were doing during that little testing period that I did. And it's absolutely fabulous. You just put a today focus up here at the top. And if you're using Zoom Notes, you can take and put your calendar for that day up in this box up here and just have all of your things going on for the day at the top. Of course, if not, you can always just write them in. Super, super simple. You can mark your weather up here at the top and put the recipes. No, Daisha. You can put the temperatures top and bottom. Chores, to do, meals. I got to pause to say this really quick, okay? I have not used Penly in I think like a year, and I'm highly impressed with what Kevin has done to this app. because so far it has been as smooth as butter, and I'm extremely impressed. Extremely impressed. And if you guys want me to do a plan with me inside of Penly, since it's been a really long time, I would not be mad at it. So you can comment that below if that's something you're thinking about. Anyways, swipe. This is my favorite daily view from all of the 1 month planners to date. I love this view so much. I used this view so much. It is thebomb.com. Top 3, verse, grateful for, a little section for whatever you want, prayer, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack 1, snack 2, and notes. Chef's kiss, a little section over here for stickers. You got a little area for your dashboard kit. It's just thebomb.com. I have zero complaints about this view. I loved it. I think this is the most I ever daily planned with this view. So yes, it's very faith oriented, and I think that's why I enjoyed it a lot. We're going to breeze through this faith index because this is the exact same thing as your faith planner. The only view that I changed up was the scripture writing plan to squeeze as much room for verses as I could. So of course there's the information page, which you can fill out starting at the beginning of the year. You have your yearly faith notebook set up, so you can set up the full thing for the year. You have faith-based reads, but you can always extend this over into one of your perpetual calendars, which is what I'm probably going to be using my perpetual calendar for. I know I mentioned you can do your planning ahead, but I've become an avid reader, and so I need a lot more room for my books than this at this point. You have your faith perpetual calendar, which I like to plan my Bible reading monthly with this. And it's the same thing with the arrows. You will just click your arrow at the top to turn the page, and then you will click your arrow at the side to click the page. Okay. This is a note that I need to fix this. Oops. Though I thought it was. We will go in to fix those after this video. Okay. Anyways, the soap method. You have your fasting template. This is not changing. I really do love having this fasting template on hand, because it gives you a list of the types of fasts, different ways that you can try it out. Many people are new to fasting, so it's nice to have a little bit of a reference, and then you can keep yourself accountable by just filling this out, putting the dates that you intend to fast for that month, and you're good to go. Bible books that you want to read, because it's important to read while you're fasting. Why you're fasting, breakthrough moments from your fast, answered prayers, extremely useful when you're fasting. You have memory verse plans here, so you can plan out any memory versing that you want to do. So if there's, for the month of September, you want to memorize one verse and you just say it to yourself throughout that entire month, you can absolutely do that. You have a build your own devotional where you just put the verse at the top, and then you can put what God is saying to you at the bottom. You have your sermon notes section where you'll put your topic, speaker, date, verses, and then put your notes over here. This is your Bible study situation. So you have your book, start date, end date, people, verse, color, topic, reread it, locations. And I love this setup because this is actually a little bit of a throwback for me to the teddy bear planner where I had the Bible study template there. This is essentially that, but a little bit different. It is a little bit different. And then you have your prayer template. It's very simple. You just write your prayer out and put the date. You have your favorite verse section over here, which is the bomb. You have word study, which I highly recommend if you're trying to learn Hebrew from the Bible or specific words that might have stronger meanings in Hebrew. This is a great place to put those words and other translations and meanings so you can reference them. And then your Bible books reading. So if you plan to read the Bible in a year, or you just want to get better at keeping up with the books of the Bible that you've read, you can mark them off after you have read them and have them in there, which is super convenient. And this is a visual prayers board. So I don't make vision boards anymore because they don't have the best start as far as Christian beliefs, faith beliefs, Bible beliefs. Vision boards is very much on that manifestation situation, and we don't do that over here. A visual prayers board will be you placing something and not manifesting it, but praying for God's will over that item. And if it doesn't come to pass, understanding that He can give and will give you better than what you're asking for. And then this is the scripture writing. Try to leave a little section for you to put a picture, especially if you have an app like this one where you can zoom in really nice and close to see. And then you have these really chunky boxes for verses that you can just kind of squeeze in there and try to make it work. But if you can't, what you can always do, which is something that I did in Zoom Notes, is just put a link to a longer page, like one of the note pages for those verses that are just a lot, that are just a lot longer. Or if you do a scripture writing plan like my own, where I tend to do either full chapters or whatever, you have that room to just link it there, click to it, click back, super easy. And then this is the answered prayer section. You will just put the prayer, the date you prayed it, the answer, and the date it was answered. Super simple. And that is that is the planner, y'all. And for your November 2023, it will say November 2023, and you will click the month. To get back to your dashboard, you will click the word November and it'll take you back to your dashboard. Same thing with the faith planner. To get back to November, to get back to that month or whatever, you will click this month and boom. And then for your daily and weekly views, to get back to your dashboard, you will click the bottom bars and it'll take you back to your situation here. And then of course, like I told you all, the top bars will always take you back to the cover. So now we're going to look at the decorated planner, but we're going to focus more on just the decorations and not all of the pages because they're the same. And of course, I will show you where the linking is different. So this is the decorated planner. I love this planner so much. And this is actually the planner that I'm going to be using. I thought I was going to use the neutral one, but I decorated this in a way where it is very neutral, and I believe it will play well with all of the boxes that I create in the future. And so this is the first page, just like the other one. All of it is the same. The linking is the same. The difference is going to be in the months. So when you click on January, you're going to have this design here, as you can see, very neutral, which is so pretty. And you'll click the sidebar to get to your actual dashboard. And your dashboard is decorated already over here. You'll click on Faith Planner, and that portion is decorated as well. The reason why I call it this semi-decorated is because it has that happy planner feel where your dividers are decorated, but there is room to put your own stickers if you want to, and if you don't want to, you don't have to, because the dividers kind of sing for themselves, the patterns sing for themselves, so you don't necessarily need it. So we're just going to look at each month. This is February. This is March. This is April. I'm tripping. And then this is May. I can't. I'm like trying not to lean into the camera, y'all. And then this is June. And this is July. This is August. September, October, November, and then December. So that is the planner in a nutshell. And then as far as November 2023, it is the same. And that's a sneak peek from the box when I was testing something out for a reel. So we're going to delete her really quickly. But anywho, those are the planners. The only thing that's not decorated is the undated section. It's going to read very much the same as the neutral. It's going to be very empty. But I did put boxes where the link would already be there in case you are using an app that does not allow you to link. And the thingamajig, the bottom bars will take you back to the thing. So anyways, those are the planners. I hope you enjoy these so much. They are sold without any accessories because the Patreon box is going to be that. And I'm also going to be filling Etsy up with lots of dashboard kits, sticker kits, and formatted kits that are made specifically for this planner. This allows me to price this planner lower, which I think is very fair considering the times that we are living in. And I want everyone to be able to experience a planner like this. Very high quality. I always take my time with these. The love is put into them. The lacing, the leather, all of it is super, super nice. And of course the box is going to sing very well alongside this. And I have to say again, Penley, Kevin, whatever, You did that. This app is beautiful. I know I've been seeing in the group that a lot of people want to update, but I don't know what else he could add to this. This is phenomenal. But anyways, I will chit chat with you all later. If you are interested in this planner, it will be linked in the link tree below as well. A link will be at the top where you can purchase either the decorated or the neutral. Let me know in the comment section below which one you are thinking about getting. Thank you so much for sitting through this. And oops, I paused. I lied. Wait, y'all. I'm not going to click through all of this. I'm just going to show the planner briefly on here real fast. You know what? No, that's okay. I'll do Plan With Me's on my iPad another time, showing you guys that. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I will chit chat with you all later. Bye.